Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona. Welcome back if you're practicing with me again. Today's practice is a 45-minute Vinyasa flow. It's a deliberately slower paced head to toe Vinyasa, and it's a great practice if you want to stretch out through your whole body, restore range of motion and preserve your energy. It's part 12 of the Refresh and Restore series of classes. And for this practice, ideally have a yoga block or something similar and a folded blanket, though they're not essential. If you are enjoying the classes and you'd like to support me creating and posting each week, I'm on Patreon. And if you're also interested in following along with a self-guided spring retreat, ideal if you're in the Northern Hemisphere to welcome in the spring. I also have a weekend of spring-inspired practices, Ayurvedic recipes and other practices available. I'll leave the link to the website below. I really hope you enjoy this practice. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.
And begin your practice in your comfortable cross-legged seat. Consider taking some support under your buttocks, a blanket or a block to elevate your seat. Then deliberately allow yourself to sink down into your support so you can relax your legs and rise tall and upright through your spine with a strong back and a soft belly. And taking a moment to honour the space that you're coming into, gently dimming your eyes closed, welcoming yourself to your practice. Starting to sense the stream of your breath, moving easily into your back body, and your exhales falling softly into your belly. Begin now to equalize your breath, inhaling an even, equal amount of inhale and an even, equal amount of exhale. Sense all four sides of your body breathing, smoothing the texture of your breath so you find a rhythmic and slow cadence to carry you through your practice. And take this quiet time now to set an intention to seek nourishment from your movement today, to restore not only your range of motion, but restore peace of mind, settle any fluctuating emotions or current distractions by practicing presence and discernment. Acknowledging you've got agency to modify in your own home practice. Just give yourself permission to be okay with whatever shows up. Your breath is your guide here, but also your refuge to usher your attention back into the present and offer you refreshment, help you find balance. Take 3 more cycles of breath, even and equal, slow and calm. Gently blinking your eyes open, clear your gaze, and come to rest down on your back. And give yourself a full body stretch. Extend your legs forward in front of you, send your arms overhead. And reach your feet away from your fingers. A long whole body stretch. Then draw your knees in toward your chest. Give yourself an embrace. Place your hands to the top of your knees. Straighten your arms. And now Gently circle your knees away from one another. And then circle back, opposite direction. And then holding onto your knees, circle just your feet in one direction. So spreading out through your toes, lengthening through the tops, soles of your feet, your ankles. And back the other way. Then step your left foot to the mat. Slip your hands behind the back of your right knee. And as you inhale, point your right toes and extend your right leg up to the ceiling until you feel just a mild stretch through the back of your leg. Then flex your foot and rebend the knee in toward your chest. Moving slow, point, extend, flex, and rebend. And continue on. This is a nice helpful nerve gliding sequence which aims to allow the nerves that run down the back of your leg to glide more seamlessly through the muscles and also the soft tissue structures that they pass through. So less is more here. Nerves don't have that same elastic properties that your muscles do. So just seeking a mild stretch as you alternate between the two. And then next time your right leg is extending toward the ceiling, hold there. Just deliberately relax your shoulders, your neck and your face, and take 3 slow breaths. And then transitioning into a reclined hip groin stretch. Do it in 2 parts. Just first place your right ankle to your left knee and keeping your left foot on the mat. Gently guide your right knee away from your right shoulder. Flexing your right foot. And then interlace your fingers behind your left knee or in front of your shin. And draw your left thigh in toward you for a little bit more of a passive stretch into your outer right buttocks. 3 breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Even and equal, calm and peaceful. Release your right foot to the floor now, and with your knees bent, we're going to take a twist to the right, just lowering your knees toward the floor. Knees can stack, or you might like to separate your feet for a little more of a gentler variation. And reaching your left arm out and then gliding it up toward the left corner of your space. Breathing together, inhale here. And exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out, inviting your body to soften. Take one more full breath. And come back to center. Knees bent, feet to the mat. Cycling through the left side now, hug your left knee in, interlace your hands behind the back of your left knee, and as you inhale, point your left toes, extend your left leg up toward the ceiling, then flex your foot and rebend your knee. Moving slow, point, extend, flex, and rebend. Continue on, engaging your breath to your movement, seeking just a mild stretch as you extend. And next time your left leg is high, pause there. Relaxing your upper body. Just make contact with your breath. Easy breath in. Easy breath out. Take 2 more. Moving into your reclined pigeon shape. Start with your left ankle to your right knee and keep your right foot on the floor. And just guiding your left knee away. Just softening through your buttocks, your inner groins. Trying to move away from resistance in your practice. So no forcing, no pushing. And then flex your left foot and interweave your fingers behind the back of your right knee. Draw your right knee in toward you. Just keep connecting to that feeling tone, location of the stretch, quality of your breath. Release now, left foot to the floor, right foot to the floor, and then we ease our way into our twist. Let your knees gently drift over to your left and taking a soft accommodating shape, just prioritizing the easy flow of your breath. Sending your right arm out and then up toward the right corner of your space, deepening your twist, breathing smooth. And then come back to center. Again, extend through your whole body. Legs out long, arms overhead. And then curve your body over to the right, taking a banana shape. So your feet and your hands bending to your right. Option here to cross your left ankle over your right. And your right hand could catch your left wrist if that's comfortable. You could also take a loose cactus shape with your arms. Your right cheek can rest into the flesh of your right arm. Sending your breath, your awareness into the whole right line of your body. Separating your ribs with a broad breath. And then make your way back through center. Take a moment to pause in the middle, a breath to feel. And then curve your way over to the left. Feet to the left, right ankle could cross over your left. You could gently hold on to your right wrist with your left hand. Just beginning your practice with some mild twists, some lateral movement offers your spine a refresh, but it also opens the space of your torso so you can deepen your breath, your respiratory rhythm, and feel more open and light. And transition back to center. Bring your knees in toward your chest for happy baby pose. Hands to your outer feet or the back of your knees, and then aim your knees down toward your armpits. So here we'll add a little resistance, pushing your feet into your hands, resisting, drawing back with your hands. You'll add a little warmth into the hip flexors. And then relax that activation, just become soft, and if it's comfortable, take a mild rock side to side. Now bring the soles of your feet together, your knees wide, and hold on to your ankles so your arms thread in between your knees. Rock up and down the length of your spine a few times now. And then make your way upright. We'll come into Baddha Konasana, bound ankle pose. Aim to just take a loose diamond with your legs, heels away from your pelvis. Take an inhale to lengthen through your spine. And then breathe your chest forward through your arms, fold any amount forward. You can invite your spine to softly curve. And without forcing your knees down, instead just get that feeling you're lengthening from your inner groins toward your knees as your feet press flush together. Let's take 2 more steady breaths. And easing your way upright, close your knees and make your way onto all fours. Settling your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And start to draw a figure 8 with your upper body. So you're leaning out into your side ribs, your hips. And letting your head move gently with the rest of your spine. Inviting your breath to follow the pattern of your movement. And reverse your figure 8 now. And come back to center. Turn your right fingers now to point out to the right side of your mat, or if it's available, fingers toward your right knee, so you reverse the direction of your hand. Bend your right elbow, lift your chest for cow pose, and then on an exhale, straighten your right elbow any amount round your spine. Twice more, cat-cow. And then release your right hand, send it up toward the ceiling, opening into a twist. Just pause there. Then bend your right elbow, right hand to the back of your head to support it. Inhale, point your right elbow high. And on your exhale, tap your right elbow toward your left hand. Again, inhale, twist open to your right. Exhale and tap in. On your inhale now, extend your right hand up toward the ceiling. Thread the needle. Right hand now passes underneath your left arm. Rest down on your right shoulder. So once you're situated, extend your left fingertips forward toward the top edge of your mat. Rotating your chest toward the left side. Relax your right ear, your right cheek. 3 breaths, inhale. And exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Last one, breathe in. Stay for your exhale. Then retrace your steps. Return your left hand to your mat on your inhale. Reach your right hand up. Pause. And again, another variation. Bend your right elbow and now swim the back of your hand up your back. So like a little chicken wing, half cow. And then bring your spine back to neutral and take 3 cycles of cat and cow. Inhale to lift your chest, lift your tail. Exhale to round and curl into cat pose. Twice more, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Last time here, release and reach your right hand up toward the ceiling and then return to all fours and reset. Spread and anchor your fingers, your hands into the mat. Extend your right toes to the back of your mat, straightening your right leg. With your inhale, rock your weight forward a little and drift your weight back. Forward and back, lengthening into the back of your calf, warming the wrists. Rock your way back to center. Raise your right leg now and bend your right knee. So flex your right foot, then draw 3 circles with your right knee, lubricating your hip. Any movement that feels good in your body, and circle back opposite way. Re-extend your right leg straight back. Look forward and carefully step your right foot to your hands. Come to your fingertips, just pause, tuck your left toes under, raise your left knee for runner's lunge. And now see that you've got a long stride between your right heel, your left foot. Then inhale, feed your chest forward. And on your exhale, tap your left knee down to the floor. We go between the two. Inhale, raise your left knee. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, and settle your left knee to the floor now for low lunge. On the fingertips, send your heart forward, breathing in. And then move into the half splits. Drift your hips back, fold out over your right leg. Just here for a beat. Between the two, with your breath, low lunge on your inhale. Half splits on your exhale. Once more, inhale, lunge forward. And then half splits and pause. If you have a block, you can place it underneath your left hand for support there. You can pause for a few stationary breaths, just holding in your hamstring stretch, your heel digging into the mat, dragging back. Or option to trace a half circle with your right foot. So you're leading that movement from your right hip, transferring the stretch around your hamstrings and your outer hip, staying connected to your breath. Next inhale, meet me in a low lunge, and if you have a block, place it on its tallest setting outside your right hip now. So moving into a lateral stretch, right hand to your block, or you can come upright, right hand to your hip, reach your left arm up and then bend over to your right. Just add a light squeeze to your left buttocks. Take 3 calm breaths. Just notice your posture across your collarbones. If you can open a little, breathe a little deeper. And then on an inhale, reach both arms overhead, upright your spine. And then hands to the floor and step up to the top of your mat. Gap your feet about hips width apart, bend your knees generously. Lay your torso over your thighs and interlace your hands behind the back of your head. So just using your hands right at the base of your skull to gently and lightly traction, lengthen the space through the back of your neck. So you feel the full weight of your head leaning down toward the floor. And then on your inhale, release your hands to your shins, lengthen your spine forward, and then refold over your legs, soft bend in the knees. Rise strong and tall on the new breath, come to stand. And guide your hands to prayer at your heart. Inhale now, circle your arms overhead, shoulder width apart. On your exhale, sit back and down into chair pose, Utkatasana. Stay for your inhale. On your exhale, reach both arms forward, lay your torso on your thighs, fingertips forward, almost to the floor, buttocks back. Inhale, return to chair, upright your chest. And then exhale, stand tall, arms overhead. Stay there. Once more through. Inhale. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale in your chair. Exhale, arms forward and down. Inhale, rise up, chair. Exhale, stand tall, arms overhead. And then lower your hands to prayer at your heart center. Take a moment to pause, steady and open your posture. And then inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Breathing in, lift up, halfway lengthen. On your exhale, step your right foot back for low lunge to transition. Tap your right knee to the floor. Coming into Warrior 2 variation, kickstand your right foot behind you. Come upright, face the long edge of your mat. Aim your left knee forward, reach your arms overhead, interlace your fingers, and then turn your palms up toward the ceiling. Lengthening up tall through your low spine, sides of your waist. And then release your hands. Bend your right elbow now and swim your right hand down in between your shoulder blades. And left hand can catch your right elbow. This is for the other half of the half cow arms. Stretch your right elbow straight up. Take a breath in. On your exhale, hinge over a little toward your left knee. Between the two, inhale, come upright. And then breathe out, tip to your left. Once more, lift. Exhale, now release and rest your left forearm to your left thigh. Send your right arm overhead for modified side angle. 3 breaths. On your exhale, eyes down, settle both hands to the floor inside your left foot, and then walk your fingertips out to the right corner of your space into a down dog lunge. You're bowing in, taking a few breaths to feel and maneuver if you need to. Find a breathable space to pause. And then walk your hands in now. Remain on your hands. Just straighten your left leg. Turn your toes toward the long edge of your mat. And walk your hands around to your right. Just settle your hands under your shoulders. Left leg extending. Now flex your left toes and raise your left leg. Just for a few moments, draw some circles with your left leg engaging your outer right hip. Circle back, opposite direction. And then place your left foot to the floor. Walk your hands now over to the right. Then balance on your right hand. Reach your left arm up and then overhead to your right. Gently press your hips forward. Lengthen out. And then release. Make your way back to face the top of your mat. As you're ready, step back to plank on your inhale. Pause for a breath, looking forward, strong legs. And then soften to your belly. You can place your knees down to arrive. Coming into locust pose, Shalabhasana. Bring your arms alongside your body, palms face down. Legs out long, and as you feel yourself breathe in, lift your legs, your arms and your chest, engaging your back body. So no over effort, feel your breath moving through your shape. And then softly release. Press back to a child's pose, back of your mat, buttocks to your heels. Gently soften your shoulders and melting into this shape for 3 even breaths. And then moving through the second side, we'll come up onto all fours. Turn your left fingertips to point the left side of your mat or reversing the direction of the hand. Cat-cow. From this position, bend your left elbow. Gently arch your spine for cow pose. Look up. Exhale. Straighten your left elbow any amount round your spine. Twice more through, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Turn your fingers forward. On an inhale, raise your left hand up toward the ceiling, opening into your twist to the left. And then take your left hand to the back of your head. On your inhale, point your left elbow high. Exhale, tap your left elbow to your right hand. Again, inhale, twist open. Exhale and tap in. This time now, extend your left hand up toward the ceiling and thread the needle, left arm underneath your right. Rest down on your left shoulder. Getting comfortable, and once you're steady, extend your right fingertips forward toward the top edge of your mat. Take 3 easeful breaths. And then return your right hand to your mat. On your inhale, reverse, reach your left arm up, pause, and then bend your left elbow, swim the back of your left hand up the length of your spine for half cow, chicken wing. Bring your spine back to neutral. Take another 3 cycles, cat and cow, arching and rounding. Release, reach your left hand high and return to all fours, reset. Spread, anchor your fingers and send your left toes to the back of your mat, straightening your left leg. And then just take a gentle rock forward, rock back, easing into your heel, your calf. Come back to center. Raise your left leg, bend your left knee, and then draw 3 circles through your hip. Circle back. Re-extend your left leg straight back, look forward, and step to your hands. Prop yourself onto your fingertips in your lunge, tuck your right toes, wriggle the right toes back, raise your right knee for runner's lunge. Inhale here, runner's lunge. Exhale, tap your right knee to the floor. Between the two, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower and settle your right knee to the floor. Low lunge on the fingertips, breathing in, curl your heart up. Breathing out, move into the half splits, hips back, fold over your front leg. Breath to movement, low lunge on your inhale. Half splits on your exhale. Once more, inhale, lunge forward. And half splits to hold. If you have that block, you can place it under your right hand for support. And then option to trace a half circle with your left foot. If that feels good in your body. Or just pause and breathe. It's a kookaburra bird song in the background there. Next inhale, lunge forward. And if you have a block, placing it to its tallest setting outside your left hip, left hand to your block, or come upright, left hand to your hip, side bend, right arm up, and over to your left. Just lightly engaging your right buttocks, taking some calm, even, open breaths. On your inhale, reach both arms overhead, upright your spine, and then fingertips to the floor and step up to the top of your mat. Space your feet. On your inhale, take a halfway lift, opening. Exhale and fold over your legs. Breathing in, rise, come to stand. And then guide your hands to your heart. Once now, through our chair pose sequence, inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, sit down and back into chair. Inhale here. Exhale, fold halfway forward, fingertips toward the floor. Breathe in, return to chair, lift and open your chest. Exhale, press to stand. And back to center, lower your hands. Next inhale, arms overhead. Forward fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Then step the left foot back, low lunge. Transitioning here, warrior 2 variation. Move your left foot behind you, face the long edge of your mat. Then reach your arms overhead. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms toward the ceiling, and any variation here that works for you, you can have your arms separated. Just grow longer, a little taller as you reach. Then release your hands, bend your left elbow now, swim your left hand down in between your shoulder blades. Right hand to your left elbow. And then lengthen the left elbow straight up, take a breath. And then hinge out over to your right. Inhale, upright. Exhale, tip to your right. Once more, inhale. And then release, rest your forearm, right forearm to your right thigh. Send your left arm overhead. Modified side angle. 3 steady breaths. And then shift your gaze down, settle both hands to the floor inside your right foot, and then walk your fingertips out to the left corner of your space, down dog lunge. Okay, tracking your right knee forward so it doesn't follow your arms and your hands there. Hug your right hip in. And then walk your hands in. Stay on your hands, straighten your right leg, turn and face the long edge of your mat, settle your hands under your shoulders. Flex your right toes, raise your right leg and draw some circles. So you should be able to feel your outer buttocks engaged to lift the leg, circle back, opposite way. And then right foot to the floor. Walk your hands over to the left. Balancing on your left hand, reach your right arm up and then over to your left. Lengthening through the whole side of your body. And release, hands to the floor. Walk your way back, face the top edge of your mat. Step back to plank on your inhale. And come to your belly on your exhale. Returning to locust, hands as before, or interlace your fingers behind your back for bound locust. Inhale to lift your legs, chest. Reach your fists back or your fingers back. If you have a little bit more room to add on, you can bring your legs together and a very small bend in the knees. One more breath in, staying soft, feeling your breathe. Release. And pressing back to a child's pose, knees wide, so your chest can fall between your thighs. Just letting go of any contractions, inviting your body to soften. Feel your next breath flow in and out. And gently lifting up, let your hips spill out to one side, bring your legs around in front of you. And sitting toward the front of your pelvis, spine tall, bend your right knee, place your right foot to the floor. Position your hands behind you, fingertips facing your buttocks, or you can angle them slightly out to face the long edges of your mat if that's more comfortable. We're going to come into half east pose, Parsvottanasana. Point your left toes, stand into your hands, your right foot, and on an exhale, lift your buttocks. So aim the sole of your left foot down toward the floor. Here you can gaze down your body, or if it doesn't bother your neck, you can gently send your gaze back. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release, chin to chest, come to sit for a twist. Hug your right heel in a little closer. Set your right fingertips to the floor behind you. On your inhale, left arm up toward the ceiling. Exhale and twist to your right. You can hug your right knee or hinge your elbow to the outside of your bent knee. Breathing smooth, staying elevated through your low back, revolving from your belly, through your ribs to your chest. One more breath in and release, eyes forward. Now fold your right leg over your left leg now for half cow. Nestle your thighs together in your own comfortable way, and then just softly folding forward. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in together and breathing out. Take 2 more slow breaths. Releasing and coming upright. Send both legs out straight. Reset for our final side. Left knee bends, foot to the floor. Right leg out straight for half east pose. Rest your hands behind the floor. And on your exhale, point your right toes and lift. So you're opening through the front seam of your body. Option to gently open your throat, perhaps tipping your head back. 2 more breaths in and out. As you're ready, chin to chest, lower, take a seat. Moving into your twist, sitting tall, left fingertips behind you, right arm reaches up, and then revolve to your left, just following your breath. Easy breath in, calm breath out. 2 more. Turn your gaze forward. Release, wrap your left thigh over your right thigh. So the left sole of your foot now points back for half cow. Just softly ease your way forward toward your legs. Fold and pause. No over effort. And then walk your hands back in, unravel your legs, gather any additional layers or props you might like to accompany you as you come to rest in Savasana. So just a brief Savasana. If you have more time, please pause the video and rest quietly here. Come to lay down on your back, extending your legs out, arms by the side of your body. Take a few moments to adjust and settle so you can feel deeply comfortable. It's time to rest. Allowing your mind, body to rest easy. And here for the next minute. Softly now guiding your awareness back, deepening your breath and stretching out any way you know best. You might like to take that full body stretch, hopefully feeling a little longer, a little taller in your body. And then bend your knees, take your feet to the floor, rolling out to your right side. Gently sliding your eyes open, slowly press your way back up to sit. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you're feeling more refreshed, open, ready for the rest of your day. Take care. Namaste.